Welcome to the Hank Cisco Show, ladies and gentlemen. Don't touch the remote. Got a great show here today. And I don't go into politics, okay? I don't, but this show is a Hank Cisco show, and I talk about anything. And right now, everything, here's a New York paper or whatever is talking about Trump and Hillary. They're talking about the election, you know. So let's bring it on back into Norristown and Montgomery County. And my guest today is the closest thing to Rocky and the closest thing to Trump. Okay, whether you like him, whether you don't like him, this is what's going on today. All right? In this corner, weighing 100 from Montgomery County, County Commissioner Joe Rocky Gale. He's a tough-hitting guy. He ran for commissioner and did not have the party backing, and he come out on top like Rocky, okay? And now he's a county commissioner. And I'm very happy to say that he's working with two Democrats, Sal and Josh, and he knows how to work. But like I said, he's a man that's going to make decisions. If you have three people thinking alike, talking alike, acting alike, two are unnecessary. So he is now going to be heard, and that's what I like. I like a fighter. I like get in there. You fight for me. My tax money working. Now that's enough for me. My guest, Joe Gale.
Hank, great to be here.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
All right, now I get you
a nice introduction.
Now, okay,
yes, you
so
did.
The left hand, Hal. Pop, pop. Tell me about you. Tell me something about you. How did you get all involved like this here? What's the scoop?
Well, I just got sworn into office January 4th, so I've been in there 2 months now, 8 weeks.
2 months?
2 months.
Did you beat anybody up yet? No.
No, I'm not.
Nobody's beating you?
Not
right?
locked up or anything yet. But it's exciting. I'm the youngest elected commissioner in the history of Montgomery County, so that makes it exciting. I'm
That's number one.
26 years old.
Okay, go ahead. That's number one.
So I'm proud of that fact. You know,
right.
We made history there.
And you're the first guy to go what? What else?
Not the first guy to go to the moon. I haven't been to the moon.
Okay, haven't been to the moon. Okay.
But recently,
I'm
the first elected official in Pennsylvania to formally endorse Donald Trump for president.
Okay, good.
It's another exciting race. You mentioned that earlier in the show. There's a hot election going on right now.
Right.
We just had Super Tuesday last night. A lot of states were up in the primary. And I endorsed Donald Trump. I find his campaign energetic, exciting,
right.
and I'm getting behind it. I find a lot of similarities between what I did last year here in Montgomery County
right.
and what he's doing on a national level.
Right, right. And I think, you know, you understand a man is a successful man, build hotels and country clubs all over the world. And, you know, if you ever try to build one building, you know what you have to go through? All the zonings and inspections and the politics and bobbing and weaving. You know, and you have to be a politician, more than a politician. You got to be a patron saint. You got to be everything. You know?
That's right.
So,
well, that's what I
God
find.
bless. I'm glad we got a democratic government where the guys don't have to go around shooting anybody that wins. Come on, tell me more about yourself.
Well, I grew up in Plymouth Township, not far from Norristown. I'm the oldest of 3 children. My brother, who was my campaign manager.
What's his first name?
Sean.
Sean.
Yeah, I'm half Irish, half Italian. So he
got that's gasoline matches. Boom.
Sean graduates from Villanova Law School in May. So he's
Villanova's a good law school.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. He earned a full scholarship there, so he's doing well. And he has a twin sister. We have a sister, and she's in her 3rd year of medical school.
She's a twin too?
Yeah, and they look nothing alike. He's a redhead guy, and she's dark hair.
I want to get them all on everybody on the show.
We'll have to do that sometime.
We're going to do it.
Get the whole Gale family.
Show.
Right. And
Twin Towers.
They're complete opposite personalities. She's in medical school. She goes to Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine.
Good.
PCOM on City Line Avenue.
And the other one?
And that's me. So he's in law school. She's in medical school. I'm the oldest.
Oh, okay.
So my mom says she has a doctor, a lawyer, and an Indian chief. I'm the Indian chief. Oh. I don't know if that's good or bad.
Got everything, right. But who's going to do the cooking?
Well, that's my mom.
What's your favorite dish?
You asked me this before. I always like when she makes chicken cutlets. Which every meal she makes is delicious.
Chicken, yeah, but what's on the side?
I like mashed potatoes. That's not Italian, but it goes good with green
You
beans.
got to get linguine or something, you know. Hey,
I like that too. I'm not a picky eater. Hank.
Well, you know, I like to cook, but I like spaghetti. I like ravioli. I like you know.
I like all that too.
I like Chinese food. You
Me
know,
too.
good. I went up to see Rocky Marciano fight in Yankee Stadium, and then I was with a Jewish guy and a German, an Irishman, and myself, and said, "What kind of restaurant are we going to go to?" We wind up going to a German restaurant, and red sauerkraut. Oh, Madonna, it's heavy.
Yeah,
you know?
is it?
Yeah, but I like that diversity. You know, all kinds of food. You know, all
I'm
kinds
the
of
same
people.
way. Yeah.
Right. All right. Now, you are commissioner.
Right.
What's your job?
Well, county commissioner is executive and legislative. So how I always explain it to people is if you think of the city of Philadelphia, they have a mayor and a city council.
Right.
And the council legislates and the mayor executes the law. Well, here in Montgomery County, it's a 3-member board and it's executive and legislative. So any 2-vote majority passes any ordinance or budget approval or law that goes through the county.
Right.
And we also have a seat on the salary board along with the county controller that oversees the hiring and firing of nearly 4,000 county employees. So it's almost like being the CEO, the chief executive officer
and it's executive.
of a large corporation.
It's like Trump. He's an executive.
Right.
He had to hire people. He had to pay. So much to that. You know, well.
That's what I like about Trump. You know, he's not a politician. He's never held office before. I find that refreshing. And a lot of the people in the public, I'm always out talking to people. The last thing they want is another politician. They don't want a senator, or
right.
they want a businessman is a good background.
I believe in seniority. I believe in guy and experience and all. But sometimes you get experience when you got a guy that's in a job for 40 years. It's time for a little bit of change because as you get older, like myself, I'm 92. I don't have the zip that I had years ago, but
you're doing pretty good for 92.
I wouldn't.
Hank.
Now, there's a lot of talk in Norristown about bringing the mayor back. I started in 1951 in Norristown. We had a weak mayor, then we got a strong mayor, then we got a weak mayor, then we got another mayor went to jail. So I know what it is. Now they're talking about bringing them. You don't need a mayor. You don't need a mayor. You need the council to be able to do their job. That's all. Everybody do their job.
That's right.
That's all. Now
they have an ambassador though.
I'm the ambassador.
Right.
I go
We're
around
proud to
kissing
have
little
you.
babies and cutting ribbons. But here's my thing here. Let's make Norristown great again. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. So I was a policeman 24 years in Norristown. Some of the council people didn't even live in Norristown. They don't know much about Norristown. But I'm glad we got some councilmen now that want to do the job. They willing to do it. That's good. So I come up with this little phrase. I like what Trump said. Like I said, I'm not trying to do the same thing he does because he's a professional man. He's sharp. I'm sharp in a different way. I can hit a left hook. He don't know about a left hook. But you are county commissioner, so your job is to make Montgomery County greater.
That's the goal.
It's good.
It's a great place to live.
I traveled around the country, and I know that Montgomery County is one of the best-run counties in the country.
For sure.
Believe me. But Norristown, we had some problem. It's gone last, so we got to bring it up. So let's make Norristown.
So that's the same slogan as Trump. Let's make America great again.
Yeah. Well,
I know what's funny, Hank? In 1980, when Ronald Reagan ran, his campaign slogan was "Make America Great Again." Same exact slogan Trump has. And I think history repeats itself, and that's what I noticed with his campaign. Remember when Reagan ran, he was the anti-establishment.
Yeah, he was a Democrat way back.
Yeah, and he evolved to become a conservative Republican. And at that time in America, they hit a tipping point. People were upset with the Vietnam War, how the vets were handled.
Yeah, you
when they
never
came
know
home.
what the problem is.
Jimmy Carter, with Iran, and the economy was a mess.
Right.
And he came in, he brought patriotism back. People were, loved America.
Right,
The economy got stronger. We were strong all around the world. And I think Donald Trump shares a lot of those qualities.
Yeah, he's trying to, he's rattling cages and bushes.
Just like I did in Montgomery County. And a lot of times the cage has to be rattled.
Right.
And I ran, the primary one was in May. Donald Trump announced June 16th last year. And then I saw, I'm proof. People are tired of the status quo in politics as usual. And he offers, people before politics. That was my motto.
Yeah. Well, when I come up with this slogan here, now I'm sure maybe some councilman or administrator is going to say, "All right, Hank, you worked 24 years in Norristown Police Department. You were a county detective. You still live in Norristown. Well, how are you going to do it?" Well, I'll tell you. This is one little thing I do. If you want to make Norristown great again, we're going to start one block at a time. Not the whole town, one block at a time. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it up. And if somebody in that block is too old, can't do it, get volunteers to be able to do it. That's only one thing, okay? Mayor Rizzo was a good friend of mine, and he was running for office, and then it was open for mayor. He says, "Cisco, run for mayor in Norristown, I'll run for Philly." Okay. Well, he passed away. I didn't, but maybe I should have. But now this come up and about this mayor. I don't want to run for mayor. I don't have the zip and I don't want to get up in the morning. Okay, let's put it that way. But
I hear you.
Well, we can do it. You got it. With a lot of, another thing. When I was a policeman, a rookie police officer used to walk the beat, and we had to check all the doors and make sure there was no door was open, and he would check here. And a rookie, he made more pinches because he was more alert. He had the enthusiasm to do it. The same thing with you. Now, you're not that I'm saying Josh and Val do a good job, but I'm saying you have the enthusiasm. You're looking for how you can make Montgomery County better, greater.
Our Board of Commissioner meetings, they're televised, and I've been hearing from the public quite often.
John Doyle.
Yeah, John Doyle
with
there. Norristown School District. He does a phenomenal job. And I get a lot of compliments from the public because being a new member on the board, I ask a lot of questions because I wasn't involved in the process and the history leading up to what we're voting on. So I try to educate myself the best I can to make thoughtful decisions. And that's good for the public because I'm sure a lot of the members of the public have the same questions I have being new to the board. So that's good.
Keep your ear to the ground.
It's healthy. Right.
90% listening, 10% talking.
Absolutely.
And you'll be surprised how much you can, and you know what? And you got to bob and weave, you slip and slide. You see an opening, you punch. You don't go bump, 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 you get in there, take your time, listen, yeah, and then you punch.
Right. Right. That's the way, just like when you're in the ring. We were talking about boxing
Life's
earlier.
a battle every day from the time you get up. All right, now, you're a good friend, you're an admirer of Frank Rizzo.
Yeah, I'm a huge Frank Rizzo fan. I have been since I was a young guy. Read all the books on him. He was a fascinating icon in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And, you can be in Los Angeles airport. People knew Frank Rizzo.
Yep.
Here he is a mayor, the complete opposite end of the country, but people knew him. And I don't know if there ever will be anybody else like him in Philadelphia.
No, I don't think so. Yeah,
he was larger than life.
Yeah. He come up from the ranks. He was a patrolman, motorcycle. I would same thing. Up the ranks.
And just like Donald Trump, he was a straight talker. Yeah. He wasn't bashful. He told it how it was. And the people of Philadelphia admired him for that.
Yeah.
And he cleaned up the streets. People felt safe. Businesses wanted to come there, and because it was a safe city, and he just did a very interesting man. And I have a decorative plate in my office with him standing behind the outline of the city skyline.
Yeah.
So
Sal Palantonio wrote that book.
Yeah.
It's called
Last Big Mayor, Last Big Man in Big City.
So he called me when he was writing the book. He says, my name's Sal Palantonio, and I'm writing a book. And I've interviewed about 50, 60 people, and they all said, get in touch with Hank Cisco. He knows Rizzo in a different way, which it did. And so he came to my house and interviewed me, and then he interviewed Joe Rizzo, his brother, and then his son and all. And in the book, I think I'm in there about a page and a half or so, but he gives me credit.
Yeah, you're in the book.
Yeah,
you're mentioned.
He gives me credit for Frank Rizzo running for mayor again, which I think he shouldn't have run because he had a bad ticker and he had diabetes and never, But like I say, that's what he wanted to do, and
there was no stopping Frank Rizzo once he had his mindset.
He wanted to do it. That he wasn't well. He says, and I used to go to the house, and the doctor says to him, "You went through after the election." after the election. Everything was after the election. Well, it didn't. But it was now, and the night I went to the house, and the family and everybody was coming to the house, and Carmela Rizzo turns over and she says, and the priest was there and the funeral director, and they start saying Paul Burris, you know. So Carmela says, I want Hank Cisco to be one of the Paul Burris. You know? I look, I say, you know, I never worked for him or anything. I was just a friend.
You were a good friend.
Right, and so I was one of the saddest days, you know, even like one of my family, you know, but.
Remember all the people outside the funeral?
Oh my God!
All the way down Broad Street.
And then we were Paul Burris in one car behind it, and then the people were lined on Broad Street going up to the
all
cemetery.
The way down Broad.
Oh, people were kneeling down praying, you know, and it was just crying and all. But like I say, he's a good man. He said to me, Cisco, you run for mayor in Norristown. I run mayor in Philly. You want to be a good mayor? You keep the town safe and clean.
Right.
So one block at a time. I'll talk to some of the councilmen, Councilwoman Scott, it's in my ward. Maybe we'll go for one block at a time, one district, one block, one ward at a time, and we can build Norristown. We're only 3 square miles.
Right.
Come on. You know.
It can be done.
Yeah.
So, and I look forward to working with you.
Right. So you're going to make Montgomery County greater.
Greater than it already is.
All right.
Well, that's one of the
things. Now,
thing
one thing you did already, you voted against them. What did they do?
Yeah, that
Tell
was
me
a
about
big deal. I'm
not mad at you, Val and Josh. I like you, but my man here, you know?
Well, what happened a couple weeks ago, the health department came with a proposal to raise the fees for their inspections that they do. And I told the public when I was out campaigning last year that I would oppose higher taxes and higher fees.
Right.
And it was a 2% increase for 3 consecutive years. And I thought, you know, that grows government. That's not growing business. And I can't sit here as a county commissioner and say I'm pro-business and then support higher fees. So I opposed it. I was outvoted 2-1. But, you know, it was a protest vote to show that I'm pro-business. I don't think
it went through.
It went through. I would have rather the health department come and say, look, we're going to plan to cut spending 2% for 3 consecutive years, not raise fees. And, you know, I think that's a better way to make it.
But did they show reason why they wouldn't?
Well, their reason why was we have to be around the same rate, if inspection fee rate, as surrounding counties.
Forget about the other counties.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not worried.
What do I care, the other guys?
Yeah, I don't care about Bucks and Chester County and Delaware County. I want businesses and restaurants and bars and swim clubs. I want them here in Montgomery County. So it's an incentive to say, you know, our taxes are lower, the fees we charge are lower, and that's my perspective.
Why should we look at another county? We're the top.
Yeah, I think we're one of the best county in Pennsylvania. You know, we're the 3rd largest county population-wise. We have big employers here, and I want it to be an environment with low taxes, low fees, and I'll keep doing that as county commissioner.
Josh, talk about that. Get that money back again. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll get that. And he's running for Attorney General. What's the scoop on that?
He is. Yeah, that's another hot race. There's a 3-way primary on the Democrat side, which Shapiro's in for Attorney General. And then the Republicans have 2 candidates running in the primary. So that's one of the hotter races statewide in Pennsylvania.
Well,
that's
I
April
could say,
26th.
Yeah, Attorney General don't have to be a cop. You know, I think it's more administration than anything. You know, you got all these workers. You want to make sure they report on time, they make sure they get paid, make sure they do the job. You know, I don't know. It isn't like a police chief or another thing I can't understand sometimes they hire or they vote a mayor and he don't have no police experience and yet he's over the police department. That don't make sense.
Right.
You know, you have a policeman that goes to academy, the experience, and then all of a sudden they get a guy, he gets elected, he don't know anything about police work, he's his boss.
Right.
But so, I don't know, now maybe the time comes that Montgomery County will have a county police department, but that will never happen because they tried it. Remember Judge Lau did it, I think a couple other district attorneys tried to do it, they almost got assassinated.
Okay.
No, because they don't want no county, but if you look at it, if you had, I think it was Jacksonville, I think in Nassau County, New York, they all had small police departments. Now they have county police departments, and they function pretty good, you know. But that's something down the line when you see, you know, like Upper Merion and Bridgeport, you know, I don't know why they have some towns up in like I don't know if it's Salford or place. I think they joined with different
with the state police.
Yeah. So
well, that's interesting. As a new commissioner, I've been making the rounds, visiting all the different departments within the county, and visited the county correctional facility, the prison.
Yeah.
That was, you know, neat to see that behind the scenes, and also the public safety training center where they had the burn building for firefighters. And, the shooting range that police officers use. So there were some neat tours.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing.
How about the communication center down underground?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, I used to work there when after I left the DA's office.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing the computer technology they have there. And
Yeah.
they showed me how it works when someone calls 911. It picks up this cell phone antenna tower, and they know exactly where the person is.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you know, when they give me, they appointed me executive director of Montgomery County Safety Council, Safety Committee. Big fancy name, you know. I was in safety, you know, about smoking and this. I was pretty active. So I had my card, and that's what it said. So Frank Rizzo and I, Frank, I would go. He was campaigning. So he said, here's my friend Hank Cisco. Give me your card. And he reads it. Hank Cisco, Cisco, Executive Director of Montgomery County. Montgomery County. That means he don't do nothing. So,
that's funny.
But he had a lot of humor and all. But, you know, talk about Trump. I was assistant manager, trainer for Mike. Was fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world. And he was fighting Galata, the Polish champ from Poland at the Taj Mahal. And so we're in the dressing room before the fight. It's wind up, you know, championship fight. And hands were all wrapped. He's there. He put his robe, waiting, you know. And all of a sudden, there's a knock on the door. And in comes Donald Trump, which I didn't know, you know. And he was with another guy named Russell Simmons, who was a producer, director, an Afro-American guy, you know. He comes in and he introduced himself to the manager, you know, and he wished Mike Grant good luck, you know.
That's really
neat.
Neat.
Mike won. He knocked the guy out, you know, I think the 8th round. And so I called, and he won the championship. So I called Mike Grant. He's down in Atlanta. I said, hey, this guy Trump, he's running for president. Why don't you give him a call, you know? And then he wished you good luck. Now you wish him good luck, and if he wins, maybe he'll give you a job.
Yeah,
you know? So, I don't know. We'll see what
that's
happens.
That's a neat story, Hank.
But I met the guy. Here's a guy that not only did he build a place and he has entertainment and everything, but he came into the dressing room, which means, you know, if you want to swim, you got to get in the water. And the guy's been in the water swimming all the time.
Even though he's a wealthy businessman, I truly feel that he loves America and he's a man of the people.
Sure.
I mean, when you see these rallies he has, 35,000 people a few nights ago in Georgia, I mean, it's just people are really energized.
Yeah.
And he's connecting with whether they're women or men or Hispanics or, you know,
Right.
college educated or not college educated. People are...
and I can't believe, too, that Hillary... You know, she's got some things there, a little bobbing and weaving that, I don't know if they want to call them skeletons in the closet or whatever, and she's drawing big crowds, you know. Well, I don't know, but the FBI guy, he's looking, he's bobbing and weaving, who knows? You know, he might be president, she might be in jail. He'll go visit
she
her,
may not
you know?
even be a candidate.
Maybe he can pardon her, you know. We'll think of something. No, listen, I'm glad we live in a great country, okay? Now, all right, now. Tell me about your family.
Right. So
one more time.
You heard about my brother and sister, the twins. Right. My mother is a retired school teacher. She worked for the Montgomery County Intermediate Unit, the IU.
Oh yeah, that's one that's moving to Norristown.
Yeah, they just moved last year.
Down on Lafayette Street.
She was a reading specialist. She was there for, you know, I believe over 35 years, long time. And my dad's an engineer. He works on pharmaceutical industrial ovens. Very mechanical. He's good with refrigeration, electrician. Very handy guy.
Call him when my refrigerator goes
bad.
bad.
He's got a good brain. So, yeah, I'm blessed, Hank. I have a wonderful family.
Oh, man.
And
well, you know, the American dream. It's a dream, you know. I mean,
that's what kept me
parents,
strong. You know, during the election last year, you know, there was a lot of drama, And I knew
Yeah.
no matter what, I had my family.
And some of the guys,
that's most important.
Some of the guys in your party were mad because you didn't back them, boom. But you know, a winner don't have to explain, and a loser nobody listens to. Remember that in boxing. You know, why'd you get knocked out? I don't want to hear about it. I know the winner. A winner don't have to explain, and a loser nobody listens to. So,
Well, I'm glad I won, and it is an honor to serve the people of Montgomery County.
all right.
Yeah.
All right, now we only got 30 seconds to go.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to put out?
Well, keep me updated on your block-to-block work in Norristown to, fix it
Yeah,
up
I'm going to
and
be
revitalize.
touching base with you. Maybe we can come up the county. We can work together on
There we
something
go.
like that.
Hold it up.
I'll say make Norristown greater. You say make,
Montgomery County greater.
well, we're going to make Norristown great again, but you're going to make
Montgomery County even greater.
greater. Okay.
That's right.
All right.
That's
Ladies
the
and
goal.
gentlemen, thanks a lot for allowing me. Joe Gale, weighing 100 pounds, and the closest thing to Rocky. He's a body puncher, head puncher, bob and weave, slip and slide. Keep your trunks off the campus.
Thank you, Hank.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great to be
and
here.
you come to the Manjuni.
I
okay?
will. I'll be there.
All right now. All right, thank you. And God bless each and every one. And don't forget, vote. I ain't telling you who to vote for, but vote. It's a great country. And may God bless each and every one of you, okay? Left hand high, stick and move, and keep your trunks off the canvas. There we go. Okay, thank you.
All right.
Hello. You feel better, okay? All right, good. Take it easy. Keep bobbing and weaving. That's it.
Good, Hank.
You gotta get nuts.
Very good.